join us.
Hey Star Wars fans and action figure collectors, welcome back to another Black Series action figure review. We've got director Orson Krennic fresh off the heels of the finale of Andor Season 2. And yeah, wow, what a series that was. Absolutely mind-blowing stuff. I haven't stopped thinking about it. But yeah, nice to have a slight upgrade to director Krennic. I think he's long been on the cards. And, you know, they sort of did most of the Rogue One crew. Well, they did all the Rogue One crew when they added Bodhi Rook. Everyone else got the sort of photo reel updates of the 2016 version. And this, of course, is the probably one of the last ones that needed to be done. So I'm grateful for that. I'm also looking forward to the other Krennic, which is the ceremonial outfit, where he's actually going to come with a soft goods cape. And yeah, so that should be fun to muck around with and, you know, maybe swap out that cape for this plastic one here. It's kind of hoping he'd get the soft goods treatment for this one. But nevertheless, it's fine. It's kind of the head sculpt update that I've been more excited about. Yeah, let's take a look. The packaging. There he is, Mr. Ben Mendelsohn. Fantastic to see him reprise his role in Andor. He's absolutely fantastic. He's number 13. It says, a cruel but brilliant man, Orson Krennic is the director of advanced weapons research for the Imperial military. So yeah, nothing else to really write about there with the box. It's all pretty much self-explaining. Let's bust him open and have a look. And here is the director out of the packaging. He just comes with the pistol accessory here, which is the same as he's come with in the past. Focus, there we go. It's a little bit of brown paint there to sort of accent the handle of his blaster, which of course goes in his sort of side holster there. This time his cape has been cast in a slightly softer plastic than the previous version. So it just sort of sits a little bit nicer. I do have the original version here. It's quite sort of stiff, whereas this one's got a lot more flex. We'll have another look at the other one in a moment, just to sort of compare the side by side, mainly with the head sculpts. But yeah, having the sort of softer plastic sort of helps it sort of sit, and you know, if you want to put the arms out, it does sort of flex a little bit better this time around. Aesthetically, you know, it looks good. I think it looks fine. I don't mind the plastic cape. Like I said, I'd hoped that maybe worked on something soft goods wise, but that's fine. It's all right. Again, just to have this guy on the Rogue One shelf / Andor shelf, they sort of combine together at this point, and have him a little bit more in line with the more modern sort of upgraded figures. He will look a lot better. So I'll put that cape off again. We get a better close-up look at his face. There we go. Something stuck on his eyebrow. You can barely see that. If it's not for the camera that's picking it up, but otherwise it's fine. It is the same head sculpt as the previous version from 2016. Just with the photo reel. I think it's come out quite nice. I think it's always shown that the sculpts have always been there. It's just the paint technology has finally sort of caught up now to the point where it's, you know, super duper awesome. Yeah, some slight paint fixes with the rank badge there. It was a little bit similar on the old one. It was a little bit more just color on grey. So the code cylinders there in the breast pockets there. down to the belt. Little bits and pieces down to the trousers. Of course, being the older sort of figure, he's got the double pin still in the knees. They had gotten past the pinless elbows at that point, but yeah, certainly limited in range of articulation. But you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. We'll go through the articulation. He's got a ball joint in the head, ball hinge in the neck. This has got the old hinge in the neck there, which once the chin's down doesn't really matter. Ball hinges in the shoulders, ball hinges in the elbows. Again, only really getting that sort of 90-degree bend. Bend Mendelsohn. Anyone? That was terrible. Ball hinges in the wrists. In and out hinge on the left wrist. And in and out on the right wrist as well. It's got the lower articulation there at the waist. Got the barbells at the hips. Swivels at the top of the thighs. Double joints in the knees. And ball hinges in the ankles with the rocker joint in the foot too. So I'm going to just grab a stand. We're going to do a peg test on the KR stand here. 3 different peg sizes. So hopefully make use of most action figure peg feet sizes. There's been a couple that we've had to adjust, but there he is on the stand. So it looks pretty good sort of standing on that sort of white base as well. You do have the stands in black and grey as well. So there he is. Here's the version from 2016. You can kind of just see in the heads themselves how far they've come along. The rest of the figure's pretty much identical. Like I said, this cape here is a lot thicker than this one, the new version. But yeah, that's a much nicer looking Krennic. I'm definitely going to convert this guy into another ISB agent. I think, get rid of the cape. Maybe there's the, can't remember the belt. Still got the holster there, but if I can get rid of the cape and do a head swap with another character, I can make another ISB agent. I reckon that'd be quite cool, just to sort of fill up the shelf a little bit. When they did one of the other Imperial commanders from was the Ferrix one, I think. They had the sort of the rain poncho that Krennic wears at the start of Rogue One. I was hoping they'd make use of that and cast it in a white. Give Krennic the black cap as well. That would have been a cool figure to put out from the start of Rogue One on Lamu. But yeah, you can definitely see the difference in the two head sculpts there. But again, I don't mind paying for a new figure when I'm gonna, repurpose the old. So there is the new version of Director Krennic. Haven't been able to tell whether the new Krennic that's going to come out too is going to be a little bit more new. You're going to use some similar parts. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm looking forward to that nonetheless. Love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. And see you for some more figure reviews very soon. Till then, may the Force be with you always.